Hey everyone, as promised, I'm going to show you how you can use the occlusion tool that we're releasing for PrintCAST on our WorldCast platform. So you're going to be able to create cool effects like this, having some parallax video in the background. You can notice how I move around, keep those elements on the surface. I'm going to show you how to create this, and I'm going to show you how to create something like this as well. This is all WebAR, and it's no code. Let's do this. All right, so what you want to do is go to studio.worldcast.io and pick PrintCAST. You've picked PrintCAST. If you've never been there before, there's a tutorial that plays. You can just watch it and continue on. So in this case, I'm going to show you how to make the first one for free. Now, in the video, it had 3 buttons. We're only going to use 1 button to keep it within the freemium realm. So I'm going to go to call this Table Talker. Let's go next. You can design in Canva and access your existing Canva designs. In this case, we're just going to grab the file that we've already made, and we're just going to grab the one called Beer Print. Yep. Make sure it's the right one. It's going to analyze the image, make sure it's good for tracking. It already is. We already designed this beforehand to make sure it was going to be great for the tutorial. And we're simply going to go create. It can take a few seconds, but once it's done, it'll be coming to the system, and we'll show you how to use the interface if you've never been here before as well. So once you're in the studio, the controls are across the top. Rotate camera, pan camera, and zoom. In this case, I'm just going to rotate it up so I can see, just have a little bit of a dead-on view for now. You're going to go to Cast Properties, and you're simply going to select If Behind Image. Now this is going to change in the this will change a little bit in the future. These are just basically it's as good as it gets at the moment, better than nothing type scenario, and it's going to just get better each time we update new stuff. I really want to get this feature out, so this is going to change a little bit, but again, it works. Now I recommend that you plan out your content beforehand, okay? So you can have all the elements ready. In this case, I've got a video and this little element here. So I'm just going to drag and drop these 2 elements over to the system. We got a video. I can hit play, make sure it's the right one. It is. I'm just going to go proceed. So here's how we do the parallax effect with the video. So I'm just going to move this graphic over here for now. We'll just resize it up real quick. So all the controls are over here. It'll tell you how to use it, move the object around, and how you can snap and rotate and scale. I'm just going to scale this down a bit. Just move it down, line up with that kind of existing one for now. Go take this video, go make it a little bit bigger. Go move it over here. I'm going to simply make it like really big. I'm going to push it down. So you can see you can see now how it's gone below the surface. And we'll get a little bit of that parallax effect, right? So what we want to do is make it bigger and push down to get that maximum amount of effect that you can possibly want to get for that parallax. And you can simply preview how it looks. Right now I've made it a little bit bigger than I may want to. So there we go. Let's make it a little bit smaller. I think that's going to be pretty, still pretty big. I'm just excited showing off this tool, right? All right, let's move down a little bit more. Now, it's easy to select around the object. All you have to do is select the one in front or the one in back, and as you get more objects, it gets a little bit, you can start just clicking through, and we'll go through that later as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna place that there for now. I'm gonna grab one more element. Let's go put this border around the scene. Now I find that border actually helps hide the parallax edges a bit on the edges of the print. So this is kind of like out of necessity. I'm just going to go back here real quick and go, if not behind image, so I can see a little bit more of the of what I'm designing here. Now, if I would have imported it in instead of dragging and drop, it would have actually automatically centered. So, or I could have just put it in center point when I dropped in, but I didn't. Now, you always want to raise everything a little bit up a little bit on the occlusion plane so it doesn't fight with that occlusion. We're working on that. But for now, there's that. I'm just going to add one element. Since we've already used 2 of the 3 images, so let's go to get image library. You can upload your own. I'm just going to grab one at random. Just grab Instagram. We'll move it up here. And we'll just say I want this to take 3 seconds to fade in with a 2-second delay. And we'll have it go to our website. And you can have this go to wherever you want as well, right? So that's perfect. I'm just going to go save. Save and publish. You'll see how fast it saves, right? And it's instantly published. So I'm just going to refresh this browser from before. Aim it at the new design. Let's refresh that. Oh, right, because it's the old cast. It's gone. And delete it. Let's just bring this up. So if you delete a cast, it's gone, right? But if you design a cast with this QR code, you can constantly change the content out on that cast, and that QR code will stay the same. So you can change this content as many times as you want, or change the marker out. So you can have one cast be the same on that one QR code and constantly update it if you want to. So let's just aim at this print. Oh, right, I forgot to turn the occlusion on. Let's go here. Let's go with behind image. Let's go update. Let's just raise this up a bit as well. And raise that up a bit. And go save. It's a good thing this is fast, huh? Let's refresh that this time. And we'll see that the occlusion plane is now active. So you see you got that parallax. Now, there's nothing below here, right? Because I'm going to show you how to fix that as well in another scene. But this is, if you made the video a bigger size, you can get that really groovy look. And of course, that button faded up here. If I was to touch that button, it would go through to worldcast.io. Let's get started on another one. So let's go return to studio. Let's go new. We'll call this PrintCAST, or sorry, we'll go to PrintCAST, we'll go to Premium, and we'll type in boxing card. Let's go next. Select a file. Let's go projects, let's go boxing. Let's grab the tracker image. Just gonna go create. While that's coming up, I'm going to show you how I've done this. So this was the original design. So this is what I created in Photoshop. I had all to make my marker, and then what I did is I made this PNG. So I have a background that's knocked out. Okay. So let's go show you how this is done. I'm going to go to grab my files here. Again, I always recommend that you have the content ready to go to design. In this case, I'm just going to go to image browse, show you a different way to go in. We're going to go custom image, we're going to go select file, and this time we're going to go to this element that I showed you with the knockout. So I'm going to bring that in first. I'm going to go upload. We'll just make it to the size of the print. Again, get creative on this, right? All right, looks good. I'm going to bring in the border now. So I'm going to go Sketch Fab. I'm going to type in boxing ring. And grab this one right here. I don't know why it keeps on coming up. Let's just go import. So what we're going to do is we're going to scale this up. We're going to rotate it around so the stairs are behind. One more time. And we're just going to flip it up this way. Perfect. Make it a little bit bigger. Bring it down, and we're going to push it down in. Good enough for now. Bring it down here. We're going to start building out the walls now. So we're going to take a video file. So we're going to go video, select the file. We're just going to grab background, go upload video. We're going to make it big. And we're also going to push it down behind the ring link. So if you want to get a better view, you can come over back out to cast properties and then go to behind image, and you can get a better view of what's going on. Okay, so let's just push this down. You can see how it's going into the ring. So I just want to push it right back to where the ring is just past it. So I'm going to bring in another file. I'm just going to drag and drop this time from the other side. Just going to proceed. So I'm going to make this one bigger as well. I'm going to rotate it a little bit on that. Rotate it that way. Push it down into the plane. Like so. So what we're doing is building a room using planes, right? So I'm happy with that. I'm going to grab these sidewalls, just drag the next one in, go proceed. Now we will have a copy and paste function in here soon enough. I'm going to make this bigger. Move this over. Push it down. We're going to do the same thing again, one more time. Make it same size. Rotate it. Push it over. Right about there. Great. I'm going to go back to view cast. I'm going to go if behind image. Go update. So now we got our little room. Beautiful. All right. So let's grab the next element. We're going to take the boxer. We're going to bring the green screen video in. And I'm going to go filter green screen and go proceed. It automatically gets rid of the green screen for us. I'm going to make that model bigger. I'm going to push back into the scene. And just watch where her foot goes into the ground. Go back a little bit further. Perfect. Now I'm going to take one more element. I'm going to bring the background music in. Just drag it wherever I want because it's not going to be shown anyway. Make sure it's the right song. It is. I'm going to go proceed. And I'm going to go one more element here. I'm just going to go text. I mean, there's a few other elements that were in there, like the logos and stuff. I'm not going to worry about that. This is just a quick demo to make sure everybody can get started real quick. I'm just going to go create text. I've already made a text document. That does not seem to be there. That is cool. We'll just put we'll just leave it your text here. this was with the stats, okay? So let's just change the font. Let's make it a little bit more bold. Let's rotate that on a little bit of 45. Let's move it over here. Push it down inside. Resize it to where we want. That looks good to me. And let's hit save. So we'll scan this QR code. And we'll look at this print and we'll see the end result. Your text here. There's the room that we built. All the videos are playing. And that's how easy it is to create that effect in PrintCAST. All right, I'm going to show you one more thing that you can do. So this basically is an example of an art card I've made, obviously, and that's using the green screen MP4 video as well that we just showed you. So that nice parallax. But I'm using the 3D model for the room, instead of creating with JPEGs. So let's just do this. Let's just go return to Studio. So I'm just going to quickly get rid of this MP4. So this background in this room, it's actually a 3D model that I got off Sketchfab. Right? So I basically placed that box down inside the into the environment. So I've got this set up the way I want right now. I'm going to go to this Hydra card overlay. I'm going to replace the asset. I'm going to go select file. I'm going to replace it this one here. Go upload. See how that's changed out now. Now I go to Sketchfab and grab the model. That's where I originally got it from. But in this case, I'm going to again drag and drop the model. So I'm going to simply take this model here, drag it over to the studio. I'll just bring it outside over here for now. We'll go proceed. So now we got this model. Let's make it bigger. Going to rotate it back. Move it over on top of the card. So I'm fine with that. I think that looks good. So I'm going to go save. Now, an interesting note about this, you can try out Premium for free as well, like almost like a perpetual freemium for trying out the Premium account, right? So if you're in Premium the first time and you go save, there will actually be two buttons. One that says save draft or publish. If you save draft, you still get a QR code and URL, but you're limited to 100 views on that. So you can try out all the premium features without paying a cent, okay? So that's you don't have to put your credit card information if you just go save as a draft. I just want to make you aware of that. So let's just refresh this cast. You can see it's the old one, right? So we're just going to refresh this. And it's going to be that new content. Right? So that's how easy it is to change out assets as well or create content. So there you go. That's how easy it is to make occlusion, parallax effects within PrintCAST now. And I can't wait to see what you create.